Are we going to talk about that AEW Double or Nothing ending?
Oh my goodness, I'm having flashbacks of how sloppy that was.
Well, guys, all I can say is, it's clobbering time!
Welcome to TFS Pod, always known as the Few Show Podcast. It's 24/7 Lou, and that's...
Rick Hart saying you snooze, you lose. Right, Lou?
Yeah. And that's...
The one-man band, and hey, Fantastic Four called. They said, stop gimmick infringement.
Yes, on this episode, we first off, let me just say one thing. From the highest mountain to the lowest valley and everywhere in between, we are the beast of the east, the best in the west. You are listening to TFS Pod. You know you are. In this episode, we'll do a recap of AEW's Double or Nothing 2022. Wow, 5 hours or something like that, right? It was. In this episode, once again, we'll do a recap.
Yeah, it went up to about an hour and a half past midnight, or a half hour past midnight. So
yeah.
Or in Vegas, it's early because it was really early in Vegas. So it must have been a fun night over there. So, but yeah, we're gonna talk about that and our 2 points that we're giving out. But before we get to all that, the one man band, give us that line that everybody loves.
Rickard, get the scoreboard!
Oh! It's spicy. It's getting spicy on this scoreboard, Lou. You feeling the heat yet?
No, I'm feeling, yes, actually, you know what? I'm feeling the heat. I'm feeling very warm on my legs. I'm feeling very warm. I need to say this. I hate this losing streak. I'm wearing pants. Folks, we know, you know, I know, we all know that when you do this podcast, you wear no pants. There was nowhere in this thing where I have to wear pants. Now, because I'm losing, I have to wear pants while recording this episode. This is not right.
Look at that dry spell.
This is not right.
All right. Well, Lou, with your pants, I wanted to let you know that you still have the lead of 8 points.
Yeah.
But hot on your tail
Oh.
with 2 points added to their column.
Oh.
It is J. Few in second place with 7 points.
Wow.
7 points.
I know that.
Hold on, I have to say something.
Wow.
J. Few, I know you're hot on my tail, but you have the most amount of points with the least amount of pay-per-views. Because how many of those are like perfect score and 2 points and all that other stuff?
You know what? You're right.
So
You're right. Although,
I think I have a 2 point there somewhere. No, I don't even know if I do.
So he's...
No, you don't! This is
technically...
nuts. This is nuts. I gotta point this out. Because Lou's right. He doesn't have the 2 points.
I've earned every single point.
You're right. No, actually, my mistake. I missed the column. You did get 2 points with Royal Rumble.
Yes. Damn it.
But JQ has two points.
Congratulations.
Wow,
Congratulations. I have to say on that one. Okay, fine. All right, okay. Sorry for interrupting. But go ahead. Our scoreboard.
All right. So, there's in third place myself, who is no longer tied with JQ, at 5 points.
Ooh.
Man, that's going to be a heck of a deficit to overcome. And then following me is the one-man band at 4 points.
Man.
Bro, come on, man.
I'm trying.
I think I'd be wearing pants too for a little while there.
I mean...
No, he's close, but he actually has a more recent win than you, Lou.
Oh, yeah. It must be nice not wearing pants while recording this.
That'd be great.
Feel that freedom.
Literally.
And we have a new I believe it's 6th place. Hold on. We have a new 5th place. See, I'm bumping him down the card here. Because Big Al also got 2 points, and he is at 3 points, hot on the one-man band's tail.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's with how many participations? Like 3 participations in events?
He's done 5 participations. Actually, Big Al's been pretty participatory.
Oh, pretty efficient.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right. Good job, Big Al, for participating. We like that.
Yeah, out of six potential points, he's gotten 3. He's got a 50% win rate.
Wow, yeah, 50% efficiency. Jesus.
Wow,
Not bad.
participating and on time.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we've got tied at the bottom. It's the randomizer and main event Jeff.
Wow, main event Jeff.
However, we've got the true floor being everyone else is at 0,
including Bogey.
That's right, because late entries don't count.
There we go. Yes.
Back to you, Lou.
I want to say one thing there. Main event Jeff. Good thing that you're on the board there, but you're stuck with an inanimate object that does not watch wrestling.
All right. To Jeff's credit, he did come in halfway through the scoreboard. So even though he's tied with the randomizer, he's got a better win rate than the randomizer.
He did a me from 2 years ago.
Oh yeah. and running a bit of a hot streak. Just got cold on this one, but it was okay. All right. Main event Jeff. There you go. Welcome to the scoreboard.
And I spoke with him. He's kicking himself for not going with Britt Baker in the original one. He went with the if-or pick.
Really?
Really?
We'll get to that match. Okay, let's start.
We will get to that match.
Let's start off with what the order of the match they had on AEW Double or Nothing. They had Hookhausen versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling. What do you guys think about this match?
Well,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a fun little thing. I mean, one of the things that caught my eye, which was funny, was when Hook does his entrance. You know, he always is on the turnbuckle, and he has his arms crossed on the turnbuckle. Danhausen just pops up next to him and just looks at the camera. That was pretty good. I mean, I thought that was it's an interesting dynamic, and it works. You got two super over people, you know, that are just their presence alone just makes it wow. You know, they're very very compelling. And then at the end, Hook was getting ready to do his whole like shtick to like do the whole Red Room and just beat him down, and then right when he's about to like finish him off, everybody's like, "Oh, tag in Danhausen," and Danhausen's like, "Come on, tag me in," and then you think he's about to do some crazy stuff, and he just literally puts his foot over and just does the curse signal. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh my gosh. I
Great.
gotta say, I stand by this. Danhausen is the best signing AEW has done since its existence.
He's definitely one of the better ones for sure because of that.
Yeah, I had never heard of him. I had seen him. I never. You know what? I have to admit, this is my first time seeing him in an actual match. I missed other ones on Dynamite. This is my first time actually seeing him in a match, and I'm not gonna say I'm super impressed. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing another aspect of this persona, but I want to see more. I want to see what else he brings besides the cursing of everyone.
Look at his stuff in Ring of Honor, particularly. Look at his stuff against Brian Johnston, Brian Johnston, and you'll see he's actually really good. He's actually really good.
Is that the one? Is that the one where he was trying to get a contract signed?
I think so. I think that was during that era.
I've seen that match. It's pandemic era.
Yes.
Arena's completely quiet, and all you have is the banter between the two of them. And Danhausen is just hilarious. Like there's points where this one stands out for me. There's points where Danhausen's getting pins, and then he kicks out at 2, and then the guy goes, "What are you doing, ref? That was 3." And the ref's like, "No, that was 2." And then Danhausen just sits up and he chimes in, "No, that was 2." And the guy's like, "Shut up!"
Now, for me, the funniest part of that was real quick was when he's kicking him on the apron, and he's like, and he kicks him. He's like, Danhausen, and that's hilarious. I love that crap, man.
All right, so now we go to the next matchup, which was MJF versus Wardlow.
So that was the pre-show. This is actually the start of the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to give props to OMB on this because we did a bit of a secret pool to see who would a betting pool to see who would get the number correct on how many power bombs MJF would take.
Yeah.
And perfect 10.
I had a feeling. I did have a feeling about that because if you recall back when they did the signing or they were doing the whole stipulation ordeal, he kept saying 1 lash, 2 lashes, 3, and he got up to 9, and then after it said 9, he goes, Sean Spears, how many lashes am I gonna give Wardlow? And all of a sudden you just see him, he does the little cartwheel, and then he goes right over to Wardlow, 10, like how his little gimmick. So it made me think, oh yeah, he's gonna do 10. He's gonna give him 10 power bombs. There's no question.
Hey, called it right there. And I mean, we could talk about the speculation in the background about how MJF's upset with his current role in AEW.
Yeah.
Or wants to get more pay, and how he missed the signing.
Yes. He missed the meet and greet. Yeah.
Missed the meet and greet on Saturday before the event.
I know.
Supposedly they did the match as the opener because he showed up last minute, and they wanted to get it before he got, and then he left early after the match.
Yeah.
But regardless, it was a fun squash.
Yeah.
10 power bombs.
Yeah.
They really got me. They really got me in the middle where Wardlow hits the 5th power bomb. He puts his foot on top of him, and then he just gets off of him like, no. We're gonna go for more.
Yeah, it was great.
And I'm glad his eyes can breathe with all the oxygen.
You like that? Yeah.
Now, real quick, how many do you guys think this is legit, or do you think this is just them working us hard with this whole MJF situation because they know MJF is a major heel, and they just feel like they're just doing leverage to put eyes on the program? Do you think it's legit, or do you think this is just a work?
Before Cody Rhodes officially transferring to WWE, I would have said, nah, it's probably a work. But now, I think it's legit, especially with him missing the meet and greet. There's certain levels where it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. But did they save the segment or the plan some other way? Because if he no-showed and that was the main thing they had going, then it doesn't look good.
Mm-hmm. No, at all.
No amount of publicity is worth, or speculation and getting everybody buzzing is worth upsetting fans with, oh, he's going to be here, and then he doesn't show up.
Good point. I didn't think about that. You're right.
That's my main thing. But if the supposed rumor is, oh yeah, he's upset and he wants more pay, but they want to add more dates, and his contract's going to expire in 2024. Yeah, I don't think that's going to. 2024 is a long way away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I don't know. I still feel like whoever wants to go to WWE, get ready to have creative change whatever you're doing at your current company. That's my take on that.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so let's go to the next matchup: the Young Bucks versus the Hardys.
Was this really the next match?
Yeah,
it really was. Yeah, it was.
It was.
Oh man, that's a repressed memory for me. I didn't like how this match ended.
By the way, on our scoreboard, hold on a second here because I don't have it ready here, so I don't have to step out. By this point on the scoreboard, let's see, who didn't have...
By this point on the scoreboard, you had... It was pretty even up. This was the match that started differentiating.
Yes, this is the one that separated between...
Because we had a pretty even split between the what I call the experts table and the main cast and the auxiliary participants.
Mm-hmm.
And gotta hand it to them. Hardy's got the win.
Yeah.
And this is where Jeff and Big Al really started. To gain.
Oh boy, yeah, specifically Big Al.
So I don't understand this. Why did the Hardys win this one? I thought it would. I was going Young Bucks on this one.
I have a theory. I think and I've talked about this before. I think they really wanted to give them their win back from 2017, when the Hardys were the Ring of Honor Tag Champions in 2017 for that 1 month from March to April. I believe they won it on my birthday in March of 2017. I believe they won it on March 3rd, 2017, or maybe even March 1st. And then they held the title for about a month. So at Supercard of Honor, the Young Bucks beat them, and they deemed them the greatest tag team in all of the universe. And that's when they made their way to WrestleMania 33 at that time.
Yeah, but you see, but to me, that's like really deep booking. Like you're going to go back to stuff from another company to other things years ago. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, hey, they've done it before, and they just did it. So I think that was their way of thinking.
I say wrestling's better when you draw deeper from past histories.
Yeah, but they're different companies.
In the continent, I know, Lou, but pay attention to the continuity here. I mean, what the heck did Finn Balor, just to throw a quick reference to the other place. What do Finn Balor and AJ Styles have in common? They never had an interaction with each other on WWE before, but when they do the little too sweet, you know what they're referencing. Yeah. Sometimes continuity's fun when you play on it.
Yeah,
you know?
Agreed. And I think that's exactly what it was.
I think that's the beautiful part of wrestling. All the multiverses can come together if they want to, or you could just have an old guy who says, "Yeah, that didn't happen." and sometimes that's just how it goes.
Now, unfortunately, with this match, I did hear. I don't know if Jeff Hardy. So something happened to Jeff Hardy. And I don't know if it's just that he's maybe burned out, or maybe he's really hurting. But they actually removed him from Dynamite. You know, some people already started speculating. Because Jeff Hardy, has a history. We don't need to talk.
No, I'm gonna say it now. That swanton onto the steel steps looked
brutal. Looked pretty brutal. Yeah.
Him doing that at the stage in the career he's at, I'm not too sure about that. I get it, Jeff. You have a reputation to live up to, but no.
Yeah, I agree.
No. I did like the spots of this match. There were parts of it where I was just like, bro, like, what are we doing here? Mm-hmm. There's a level of I don't want to sound like Jim Cornette here, but the super kick is really really lost some of its luster.
Oh, it has.
I mean, the Hardys took, I want to say, a good dozen super kicks, and they were still getting up.
Oh, yeah.
A few seconds later, I'm just like, man, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah. No, I'm in agreement. I said the same thing in a way.
All right, so let's go to the next matchup. Yeah. Next matchup was the
decent match. I wasn't fun on the finish. That's all.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next matchup, which was the TBS Championship. Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay. I have to admit, for the audience, I had to step out, and I was not able to catch this match. So, guys, what did you see in this match?
Oh, yeah. I almost thought you were getting confused. I forget that there's 2 women's championship matches that happened.
Yeah, correct.
But, they did some interesting stuff there where... but
there's no surprise, right? Jade Cargill won, right? Everyone picked Jade Cargill.
Well, all right, yeah. We had. So here's the interesting thing that they did there. The person... correct me if I'm wrong, OMB. The person who was supposedly representing Jade Cargill came out and threw a crutch in the ring. And
yes.
Anna Jay caught it.
Correct.
And then hit Jade Cargill with it. And
yes.
We were like, oh wow, like that's crazy. So she got the spot where she hit her with the crutch. It kind of looked like she had the advantage. And then a new representative came out who cost Anna Jay the match and gave it to Jade Cargill with a slight distraction.
Stokely was his last name. Hathaway Stokely or so. Stokely Hathaway. There we go. Stokely Hathaway was his name. He was another name. I think he was in NXT apparently. And then afterwards, right when things were popping off, or I think the match had already ended, we had Athena show up, the former Ember Moon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about
Came
that.
out and to even the odds with the Boss Bitch Association, or whatever they're called. And it was Athena and Chris Statlander. So Athena, Chris Statlander, and Anna Jay are standing side by side. I don't know, I had this weird inkling for whatever reason, I don't know why I thought this, that Athena was gonna like do something against Anna Jay and she was gonna align herself with the Boss Bitches. But no, it didn't happen. Which good, I'm glad, because they do have a lot of female heels. Gotta have a little bit of
You need some faces. Yeah.
you need a couple of balances, yeah. And I think Ember works Athena, Jesus, I need to stop saying it. Athena works better as a face than she does as a heel.
Yeah.
Back in my wrestling columnist days, I remember people used to call any matches that required multiple people coming out and stuff like that. They would call them clusterfucks, but not quite. I don't think this not quite gets it, but we're getting pretty close to that.
Yes, I agree.
Very common type of booking during the Attitude Era. Oh, this person comes out. No, this person comes out.
So this championship match was to present another group. Come on, man. What? I don't know about that one.
The AEW keeps doing the whole, at an event debut somebody else sort of thing. You got to save some stuff for TV, but they have so many. We have so many people jump.
Yeah, but the thing too is that it's like you don't have that many pay-per-view events going on
At this point, that it's just at some point, yeah, it's an interesting time in wrestling. I'll say that much.
All right. So since we all had we all picked Jade.
Everybody got a point.
We all had our pots and pans ready, at least at one point. At least they were used for something that night. I've never seen something else going on in Miami. Anyway, moving on to the next match.
Oh my gosh.
House of Black versus Death Triangle. Again, this is another one that match I missed. I had to step out.
I gotta say, I liked how this swerved.
Yeah, this was good.
And I like how they made Malakai Black look also, because where he was by himself versus Death Triangle, very, very, very good come arounds. Because Death Triangle, not quite heels in the same sense, but that low blow to Malakai Black was got me. I was like, yeah. I thought I was rooting for the heels before, but now I see I'm just rooting for the better faces. So yeah, there was a point near the end of the match where Malakai Black got isolated. Death Triangle was pretty much staring him down, 3-1 advantage, and he just said, "Screw it." He caught one kick that someone else punched him in the face. They were all ganging up on him. At some point, I believe it was Cero Miedo was the first one to take a black mass kick to the face.
Oh, Penta? Yeah.
Yeah, Penta. There we go. Penta took it. Then the other guy.
Was it Ray Fenix?
I think Ray Fenix went for some move over the top rope, missed it. Black mass kick. It was down to the Pac and Malakai Black. Pac got the kick to the nuts when the ref wasn't paying attention, I believe. He's about to hit the red arrow. Lights go out. Lights come back on, and the cheerleader girl,
Julia Hart.
Julia Hart. There we go. Julia Hart appears on the apron, missed to the face, right? She goes. She hits the miss to the face to Pac. Black mass kick. House of Black wins. Good moment.
Now, the funny part, or well, not the funny part, but rather the good part for me was the part where everybody was taking their turns and doing the dives outside of the ring, and then Brody King decides to do that his version, and he cleared it. The only thing is that he took a massive wipeout, and his back hit the apron.
Ooh.
But he did land it. It's just it looked painful. Like I don't know if you saw that part.
And we all know the apron's the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah, I mean,
we're told every single
somebody
time.
hit the apron. Didn't somebody hit the apron? Was it
Yeah,
in this
Brody.
match? There was one where someone hit the apron, and I said, man, that looked unnecessary. I thought it was intentional.
It was probably Brody.
Intentional. I thought it was intentional, but I looked at it and I said, that looked bad.
It was probably Brody King. Yeah, I think it was that one.
You know what? That probably was it. Because if he landed it, then I would have thought it was intentional. But yeah. My favorite part was the fact that everyone got a point except for Big Al. There, I said it.
Give my point.
Said it.
Give my point.
Hey, meep.
There, I said it.
Next matchup, I know that I missed again. I had to step out, which was the men's Owen Hart Foundation tournament final. Samoa Joe versus
Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah. All right, and how'd this one go?
I gotta say, this one felt pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah. Now I will say this. You know how real quick. You know how I always say that entrances play a big part to me as to who's going to win the match, at least with AEW. I can tell you that this one was perfectly one of those types of examples. The moment I saw Adam Cole come out in the pink and white, I said, "Oh yeah, he's winning it. He's winning it." Because just the presentation, I was like, "Oh yeah." I saw it right away. Like I don't know, it kicked me right in the face. Like, yep, I picked the right guy.
Which in the end, when we see the presentation, it fit fine.
Yeah.
So yeah. Adam Cole wins.
It didn't feel. Yeah, the match felt pretty straightforward. I believe he ended it with the Panama Sunrise.
Did he?
Or was it the kick? The kick to the back of the head.
It was the kick. It was the kick.
Okay.
It was the kick.
Yeah, never mind. But yeah. I don't know what to say. It felt like a pretty straightforward match. I didn't feel bad about it. I didn't feel like I was surprised by any of it. There was no point where I was like, "Oh yeah, Joe's gonna win."
No, I knew.
At no point was I watching the match and going, "Man, I feel bad about my pick," or "I'm worried." No, I was like, "Yeah, there's no point where I feel nervous."
All right, so then
yeah, I agree.
Adam Cole won that one. Then we go to the women's Owen Hart Foundation final, which is Dr.
And this one did catch
Ruby
me
Soho.
by surprise. This one did catch me by surprise because the live band performance threw me off.
Yeah.
All right, so
Ruby Soho. Oh, Ruby Soho.
Well,
It's okay. I'm never gonna do a cover, guys. Don't worry.
It's all right. But I will say, the moment that I saw Adam, what's up?
That was it Rancid?
Yeah, it was Rancid. Legendary punk band. I will say this: when I saw that Ruby Soho went over Chris Statlander, it kind of sealed the deal for me that Britt Baker was going to win, because it just didn't make sense, especially that she dates Adam Cole. So it was like, it made perfect sense for them to not only have them to be the first male and female winners, but they're a couple. Mm-hmm. So come on. Now you're going to see this, you're going to see a trope where you're going to see them come out together and they're going to be like, we're the first male and female Owen Hart Memorial winners, and it's going to happen. We're going to see it. And we might even see it tomorrow. But it made sense. It made sense. And I said it, that this was their way of putting Britt Baker back on the track after losing the Thunder Rosa. I think it made all the sense in the world to have her win it. You know, Ruby Soho will get her time. She'll absolutely get her time. I can't say the same for Chris Statlander, because my goodness, like it feels like every time Chris Statlander's getting some steam, they just completely flatline her. Like I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what's. Don't be surprised if she's somebody that she decides that, you know what, this ain't for me anymore. At least in here, I need to go elsewhere.
Someone's gonna make the jump.
I think so.
Impact.
I also feel like with the Adam Cole and Britt Baker winning this, I think that you have so much talent on AEW that it's tough to not, you can't give everyone a championship, but they have the tournaments and different things going on that they win something, and they're recognized for how big they are and how they're helping the company. So yeah, it was good that they won. Another thing on their resume on AEW.
And let me just say, I'm glad that Julia Hart has finally managed to make peace with the wrestling business, because her story of being jaded is pretty well known. She was, I believe she's still against him being put in the WWE Hall of Fame. Right?
I'm not.
Yes.
But yeah, she holds grudges. And it was actually kind of refreshing to see her kind of happy to do the presentation and everything. I know it wasn't a big deal, but it felt like a very sweet moment. I even commented. I was like, "Oh, this is a really nice moment," It was nice to see her, and she said it even in the speech. She's like, "Oh, I'll see you guys next year," and I was like, "All right, this is gonna be a nice little thing for her to do."
So I think it's safe to say that she just wants nothing to do with Vince McMahon.
Probably, yeah.
Which I can't really blame her.
Yeah, me neither. On that one, I will say this though. I saw one old picture of Owen Hart's family and Julia Hart in it, or not Julia Hart. I don't know what her name is. I don't know what her first name is. Owen Hart's wife.
Is it Martha or Hel?
I think it's Martha Hart.
Yeah, it might be Martha. I think it's Martha Hart.
Either way, I saw the picture of her. She looked just like Britt Baker does now. So that's when I was like, oh no, Britt Baker's gonna win.
Nah.
Young Owen Hart's wife looks just like Britt Baker.
That's funny, though.
And moving on to the next matchup, we had Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Paige VanZant versus Sammy Guevara, Frankie Kazarian, and Ty Conti.
I love this match. I didn't get a chance. Hilarious.
I didn't get a chance to see this one because my feed kept kicking out.
Ooh.
Oh, I caught the funny parts. So great. I don't know if Lou, did you see it?
I saw parts of it. I was able to get back and able to watch the ending of this. I don't know. To me, it was just too much of that with the couple kissing. The ending, right? Yeah, it was too much of the couple kissing for me.
I enjoyed those antics. I enjoyed those antics so much. There was the point, and I appreciate the fact that the ending wasn't that they just hang out Sammy Guevara high and dry. Because Frankie Kazarian was like starting to get really upset with it. Mm-hmm. There were points where he needed a tag, and Sammy Guevara was outside with Tay Conti. He's like, ooh, he's like, what are you doing, man? I'm just like, there were parts of it where I was leaning Lou's way, but they started winning me over. Where first off, Paige VanZant was completely outshined in her debut match here by Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti. Like, they steal the show whenever they're doing anything in these multi-person tag matches. But you had Paige VanZant. She did a leg sweep, and Tay Conti just headbutts Sammy Guevara in the corner in the balls. I was like, oh, you look at that. She gave him head.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then the ending of the match was. And I want to say, and I appreciate this, Frankie Kazarian, even the commentary team was like, we're not giving enough credit here. Frank Kazarian is wrestling one heck of a match right now, despite everything else.
Yeah.
Frankie Kazarian gets back in the ring after telling Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti to screw themselves.
Oh yeah.
To finish the match. He's actually doing well, clearing house. And then Tay Conti gets in his face, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she's like arguing with him. And then Sammy Guevara goes to kick Frankie Kazarian in the face. Frankie ducks, he kicks Conti in the face instead. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, look at that. He paid her back by giving her foot.
Oh my god!
And then I believe it was a roll up or Sammy Guevara took a finishing move. Frankie Kazarian took the pin because he was the legal.
Yeah, he got hit by a cutter, right?
And Sammy Guevara just carried Conti to the back, like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, that's just hilarious. I gave that a 4 out of 5. That was my one rating. Where I was like,
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. That match was great. Definitely better than the main event of the show.
Well, okay, I'll give you that.
There we go.
You won me over on that one.
More on that later, folks.
You won me over on that one, but they didn't win me over on that one.
I thought the antics was great. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it for what it is. I'm getting. You guys remember AJ Lee and Daniel Bryan vibes?
Oh yes. Yeah.
The lead up to WrestleMania. I'm getting those vibes.
So, by the way, that was the first of 2 matches that we did not make a prediction on our scoreboard there because they were late add-ons. And the second match to that was Kyle O'Reilly versus Darby Allin. What did you guys think about this one?
Same thing. This one didn't. This one I didn't get to see because my feet kept cutting out.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
From what I saw, enjoyable match. It was actually pretty intense for a match we weren't expecting. O'Reilly, or as I wrote in my rating, O'Reilly
gets the win.
Gets the win.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this stuff on like a main event kind of a episode of maybe Dynamite or something.
I mean, there's some story there. Kyle attacked Sting and he put him on the shelf apparently.
Yeah.
So they had the beef going into it. It was intense, but yeah, I guess Darby Allin fails to get revenge. And we're doing a good night for Adam Cole and his friends.
Yeah. All right. So next matchup we have is the AEW Women's World Championship: Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb. I liked how this match was going. It was very intense. They were both fighting. Even though to me the build up to this matchup wasn't as big as it should be for a women's championship match. But the match itself was very, for me, I was giving it a 4 at some point. I was giving a 4.5 at some point as I was rating.
Listen.
Yeah, they were hot. They were hot out the gate. I gotta say though, man, I see exactly what you're saying about Serena Deeb.
Yeah.
There's something off. There's something off about it.
Something's very, very off about her, man. Like I don't know. It just you look at her from late 2000s in WWE. To even when they shaved her head, I'm not a shaved head guy. Like I'm not a fan, but she did not look bad with it. And even before hair, like she looked good. Then now I don't know. She just something's up, man. Like her face is off.
The appearance, the appearance is not there. I mean,
it's not there. It's not there. Like maybe it's who perhaps she's lost a lot of weight. I don't know, but. She's not anything what she was 12 years ago. Granted, I don't think any of us are, but it's just a drastic change. But also, point number 2, can we give 5 out of 5 for Thunder Rosa's outfit, please? Like, I mean, can we? Because if nobody is, I am, because that was it was very nice, very nice.
Yeah. She went out there and she painted with all the colors of the wind.
Hey, fine by me, man. She can Roy G. Biv me anytime she wants.
Damn it! That just reminds me of my joke when Julia Hart joined House of Black. She can join my cult any day.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Oh man.
So yeah, Thunder Rosa won, defeated Serena Deeb,
and I'm pretty sure that was a pots and pans moment.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think no. So I think somebody.
Yeah, even the randomizer went. Everybody went Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, did it? Okay, cool.
It was the second night we had.
Yeah, we had a lot of consensus picks about everything except for a lot of women's matches except for Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, they knew. They knew.
That just tells you something, AEW. You need to beef up that women's division and make it a little bit more unpredictable.
They do.
And then next matchup we had, what the hell? It's going to be a total crazy ass beep. Anyway.
Can I say something? Because I totally called this. I was watching the pre-show. I don't know if you guys were. And they did a segment where they were talking to Eddie Kingston. And
oh yes.
And he was talking about oh you don't understand, or you're driving me to Chris. All this stuff.
Yeah.
And I just chimed in. And I was like, this is giving me I'm gonna lose tonight vibes. There was just something about it that reminded me of, you remember those intense Mick Foley promos that he would always
make
in the mid-2000s, where he'd make all these fiery promos about how he's so dangerous, isn't it? And I'm just like all I'm hearing is I'm gonna put this guy over real hard. and I think the only missed opportunity in this match was the hype of he came out with gasoline.
Yes.
Near the end of the match, started pouring it. Daniel Bryan had the submission hold on Jericho. He started pouring it on Jericho and Daniel Bryan, both of them, really, because they were locked in. Daniel Bryan lets go of the hold. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I was just like, all right.
I was at a 20 out of 5 at this point.
I was like, nobody's gonna get set on fire, sure, but you gotta set a table on fire at this point. You can't just come out and I'm gonna pour gasoline and then not do a fire spot.
Right.
But maybe they're just leaving something open for later on, and we'll see a fire spot later on. But yeah, I remember the old ECW days where even just a match is happening and it's an Extreme Rules match, and you'll just hear the crowd start yelling, "We want fire!"
Yeah. Now, I will say it was very surprising how that match unfolded near the end with that whole gas canister ordeal, because Bryan Danielson, confronted Eddie Kingston like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And Eddie Kingston went crazy on him. He started beating him up, so that basically, when I saw that happen, I was like, "Oh well, that was the wrong pick."
Yep.
And Jericho Appreciation Society took advantage and took them out, and I was surprised by that one because I didn't expect the match to end in that manner. I really didn't. I thought Blackpool Combat Club with Kingston and then a Kingston and Santana and Ortiz. I thought they were going to be a well-oiled machine, and they were anything but. So
this was the match. This was the match that statistically saved Big Al from being eliminated, because we had actually mistakenly written him off early on in the night.
Wish you would have.
That's just sour grapes. That's just sour grapes.
Yeah.
But I was not expecting Jericho Appreciation Society to win it, and
I was going at
5,
10 out of 5 on this one in the whole match. 15 out of
10
5.
out of 5.
50 out of 5.
I had said 22 out of 5 at one point.
Yeah, you did. It was for me. This woke me up for a type of AEW.
Just for the record, this is the match. This match only gave 2 participants a point, by the way.
Yes.
One was Big Al, and the other person was the randomizer. Wow. No one else picked Jericho Appreciation Society.
Seriously.
Well, no one else officially picked Jericho Appreciation Society.
No. Oh.
Officially.
So, yeah, that turn at the end with Kingston, it's like, man, I didn't expect that.
Nah, you just doing that thing I said I was going to do, where, if my pick wins, I give it a 5. If my pick loses, I give it a 1.
No. I still give it I'll give it a 10 out of 5. I'll bring it down a notch.
I'd say it was great. I'd say it was great just the way it unfolded. Very, very crazy. A lot of color in this match, as they like to say.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot of great things.
All right. Yeah. Next matchup we had was AEW Tag Team Championship. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Team Taz versus Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. Now,
by the time this match rolled around, I think it was getting close to the 4-hour mark.
Yeah,
4 to 4.5 hour mark.
Yeah.
I I remember a little bit before this going, there's still 3 more matches left on this card.
Yeah.
AEW definitely goes for the quality over quantity with their pay-per-views. Much appreciated on that one, I want to say. Because this was a banger of a match.
Yes.
I know you spoke to a main event Jeff today, or I think it was today. You told me. What was his take on this one? Because I want to know. Because he was going with Keith Lee. And
he went with Keith Lee and Strickland, and there were points where I thought they might win it. I'm not gonna lie. But no, this isn't the match that he blames on not getting it. Because I still remember Jeff. Because we talked about this during the show. I was like, oh well, he's like, man, damn it. He was still in the lead, but he was upset that Ruby Soho didn't win. And I'm just like, what are you talking about, Jeff? Relax. You're still good. You're still good. He's like, no, screw it, man. I wanted the perfect score.
No, I like that.
And I told him, and I remember telling him, I go, man, if that's what you were aiming for, I don't know if Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland was the right pick to go with.
Yeah.
Nah.
But
I did use a lot of paint on that one. I did use a lot of ink on that one.
Hey, I think he was reading it right. Because Owen B mentioned this. He said the way Christian came out during the entrance looked off. We thought something was up.
Yeah.
But as it turned out, it just meant that he was going to get involved in the match a lot of times.
And
also, Powerhouse Hobbs looked good in this one too, by the way.
Yeah, he did. I got to give it to him. He did look really good.
And so we had the victory there was retaining Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus retain the championship. And now we move on to the main event, which was the AEW World Championship. Don't hang out with that man, Adam Page, as I like to call him, not like he's called in reference to an AEW. Only how I like to call him. Versus CM Punk. As you can tell, I kind of botched that intro. Which is a hint of how I feel this match went.
I'll play devil's advocate here, not just because my pick won, but I will say this. I'm not expecting 5-star classics from CM Punk anymore. I hate to say it.
Well, well, not only from him, but just I feel like, and I'm probably going to be a little bit critical here. Not because I didn't get the pick. Honestly, I'm all right with it. I don't really care. Problem is that he's got to have people at this point that can guide the match for him, and that they could basically run the spots with him. And listen, those 2 buckshot lariat attempts that he had on there were sloppy. And then on top of that, there were various spots where it looked like they were trying to grasp each other and they were like slipping. It almost looked like they had coconut oil on each other, and it just did not mesh well, man. Like it was kind of cringe to watch. In fact, the crowd was kind of booing them at one point.
Yeah,
like what are you guys doing? And I
wasn't sure how I was reading that, because I honestly thought it was just the crowd not sure who they wanted to win, because there were points where. Because they were booing at points where Adam Page was winning, and then I go, I guess they want CM Punk to win. And then CM Punk gets the advantage, and they're booing him. And I'm just like, bro, these people know what they want?
Yeah, because in the beginning they were going for CM Punk.
That's what I thought, but I guess they were booing the match, maybe. Who knows?
Because it was 3 2 times. 2 times it was 3.
There were two times where I'm almost fairly certain the ref stopped himself from counting the 3. Sorry. He didn't stop.
Put your arm up. I gotta stop.
I called that ref bump, by the way. The minute they announced the ref's name, I said ref bump. Expect it. I was like, yeah, he's gonna take a ref bump.
Yeah,
called it.
CM Punk.
But going back to what I was saying, it's really hard when you have a really because I'd say this show was high energy, start to finish, even going to the pre-show. With very few low points. That's a lot of pressure for CM Punk. I think much like his knee did on one of those buckshot lariat attempts, I think CM Punk buckled under the pressure. No, okay, that's fine.
I agree. No, I agree. I agree with that. You're right.
I agree.
I guess it happens. It happens. Ultimate Low, he got the win. He got the win.
No, wait, no.
CM Punk.
I want to see how does this go with the Forbidden Door pay-per-view going on, right? How is this going to go with whomever comes in from Japan, right? Obviously, we know it could be Will Ospreay, it could be whoever, it could be coming in, right, to face him. He's an older guy. I would have gladly taken Adam Page to represent AEW in this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I almost feel like the reason they wanted to put the title on Punk.
It's Chicago.
It's the pull in the casuals, guys.
Yeah, that's what. The part of it was that, but I think also it's more that they've got such a big star under their name, name value kind of deal, and it unfortunately came at the expense of Adam Page, because Adam Page, who's an AEW original, they're probably thinking like, wow, man, I'm an AEW original and yet I'm dropping the title to somebody that just came into the company not even a year ago and has been known for detrimental behavior, just temperaments.
Now, I did watch the post, the media scrum afterwards with what AEW does on YouTube. I did stay up a little bit later after watching 5 hours of AEW, and I did hear Tony Khan mention how someone asked about about the comment of Bischoff about what do you call it, having CM Punk there, hasn't been profitable, and they shot back with, Tony Khan shot back with, they've been making profits every time he's been on the last pay-per-views that CM Punk has been on. So no, he has been profitable, and maybe that was a decision that could have played into it backstage, But story-wise, in the match, in the ring, I didn't like how this went. I like CM Punk. I'm not saying nothing against that, and I know it wasn't my pick. I just think that the way the match went, and then now that you've created that mess, what are you going to do now when you have now Forbidden Door going on? That's my take on that. So that was AEW Double or Nothing, which was 2 points for Big Al and Big Al and JFU. And yeah, guys, what do you guys think?
All I'm gonna say to close this out is just like CM Punk's finisher, Lou, go to sleep.